Hello, 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 and hello to you too. Welcome once again to the Big Girl's View, a grown woman's point of view. That's right, my point of view. Now, the story that has ravaged us this week is the Sterling scandal. Now, frankly, I thought the media could have come up with a better name for it. I mean, they've given the story precedence over tornadoes in 4 states and a mass shooting in Atlanta. I personally like to call it the Sterling Silver decision. You know, something memorable because there's just some elements that shouldn't be forgotten here. Now, in case you spent the last 3 days under a rock, a quick recap is this. 80-year-old owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, Donald Sterling, has this side chick who calls herself V. Stiviano, who is, by the way, black and Mexican. Now, normally race doesn't matter, but it does this time, so remember that. Now, Sterling's concubine is being sued by his wife, Shelly Sterling, for $1.8 million. And somehow, a taped conversation between the elderly billionaire and his personal prostitute, where he tells her not to advertise her association with blacks, never mind the fact that she's black, was leaked to TMZ, and it resulted in widespread disgust and an NBA investigation, and ultimately NBA Commissioner Adam Silver imposing the toughest business penalty possible, a $2.5 million fine and lifetime banning from the NBA. Oh no, Adam didn't need no help with this scandal. I imagine this conversation was something like that scene from A Few Good Men when Tom Cruise asked Jack Nicholson, "Did you order the code red?" Only when Sterling said, "Yeah, goddamn right I did," Silver turned into Thor and brought that hammer down. But remember, this man is 80 years old and worth about $2 billion. Actually, I should say his financial assets are $2 billion. He's personally not worth the spit it takes to cuss him out. But for an 80-year-old, a lifetime ban is what, like 10 minutes? Still, it's a strong statement, and it's gone are the days of Marge Schott, the owner of the Cincinnati Reds, who publicly called her players million-dollar niggas and said that Hitler was a good guy who just went too far and practically got away with it. Adam put the smack down to protect the league. But here are the remaining problems as I see them. 1, there are some that are glad that Sterling's getting what he deserves, but they worry that he's being punished for things said in a private conversation. They're out there talking about the First Amendment. Lord knows if that cameraman over there heard the things I said about him, y'all be seeing this from all sorts of angles. But his First Amendment has been upheld. He's not in jail. Problem solved. So exercise your Fifth Amendment right and shut up. 2, the Lakers currently suck. So the Clippers have been able to charge sponsors a ton, and part of this goes to NBA profit shares, which means all 30 teams take this financial blow for this man's pillow talk. So it should be easy to force him to sell, except that Shelly is positioning herself into a place to say that she's part of this organization. So unless somebody can prove that you can't sleep with a Klansman for 50 years and not share some views, this woman is about to do a George Wallace and Laurleen Wallace. Those were governors in Alabama. Y'all Google it. This is an educational show, but I ain't doing all the work for you. Look it up. Now, there are also some social ramifications, both positive and negative. Let's get the bad out of the way first. Y'all, a side chick just brought down an NBA franchise, and she can't even get got for extortion. This means that Andy Cohen just found his next reality star. The Kardashians got to step up their game, and side chicks everywhere no longer know their role or what lane they belong in. That's how Rome fell. But the upside of this is hopefully pretty businesswomen won't want to wear that hat. This thing is worse than a scarlet A. I wonder if V designed it herself. They say necessity is the mother of invention. Another upside is that the world saw many black athletes as they really are, not in clubs, drugging chicks and gang raping groupies, but with their families, professionals in shirt and ties, using those sociology and psychology and law degrees that they earned while they were playing college ball. Also, they showed what the media never seems to recognize as black culture. Intelligent black people from all sorts of life using their power, their voice, and their money to make a statement. They also were showing the next generation that their power lies in their intellect, in their words, and in their morality, not in a hook shot, they running game, or they fat ass. And that's how, my friends, we be great. Y'all stay great.